Hope it was Power here to review the Kamen Rider Zero-One Trapping Spider Progrise Key. So this one actually was the first one of these types of Progrise Key to get released, but obviously I decided to cover it second because of this and Hopping Kangaroo showed up in the same Hyper Battle video, so why not? So, interestingly enough, I think this was purposely. This one's in the colors of Hopping Kangaroo. Somewhat. So I think they just purposely decided to swap the colors. Because fun. So here we get the Progrise Key itself. This was included within the Super Television December issue of 2019. Or, I don't know if they actually considered it 2020. I actually don't have the magazine for this one, because I'll get to that to the end. Obviously we got Vulcan right here, because this is his Progrise Key. Trapping Spider Progrise Key. There's the Shot Riser just shooting a whip, which is funny. I don't know why. I guess Trapping Spider is too long of a name than Hopping Kangaroo. And for the top and bottom, we got Vulcan right there. Then here with the instructions, the full box. Let's get straight to it. So here's the Progrise Key out, and as you can see right here, it's in a deeper purple shade than Sting Scorpion. Although the cover is like a very lighter purple, very similar to Sting Scorpion. Can I actually pull it out? Oh, obviously as you can see, the purple's deep, but it seems like the purples are inverted, to be honest. Yeah. As you can see from up here, we got the name, the ability, territory. I think I forgot to say the ability for this one's pocket, of course. There's the spider, which is interesting. I always thought this one kind of just fell off. Here's the QR code for Butba Gamba 024. Opening it up, here's the full cover. Here's the inside, the robotic spider, and then there's the spider itself, the center. Again, I don't know. I don't know why I think a spider is a weird choice. I don't know. I feel like for this series, a spider just doesn't really work compared to like the other bugs, because we were going with like beetles, and then we just have a spider. Or like we're going with insects, obviously, but like I don't know, the spider just felt weird for me. But anyway, let's go with the sounds.
Spider's ability. Zero-One driver. Impossible to escape. Trapping Spider. No one can escape its web. Shot Riser. Trapping Spider. No one can escape its web. MetsuMotionRide.net. Trapping Spider. No one can escape its web. Spider's ability.
Let's pull our Zero-One stuff. So because this is Fua's, we'll use Shot Riser first. Or we'll in editing put this in first.
Trapping Spider. No one can escape its web.
So there we go with that. Second.
Zero-One driver. Progrise. Impossible to escape. Trapping Spider! No one can escape its web.
So finally, after like what, like 4 videos, we finally get the actual jingle of Trapping Spider. Gosh. Next up.
It's emotion right, don't it? Force rise. Trapping Spider! No one can escape its web.
This one looks alright, if I have to admit. And I feel like this one works just because, you know, Hirobu's a scorpion. So. I realize he's the only bug out of Metsubo Jinrai. Insect. Obviously, last but not least, the Cyclone Riser.
It's emotion right, don't it? Cyclone rise! Trapping Spider! No one can escape its web.
Obviously, almost everything in the Cyclone Riser looks a lot better. And then, obviously, you couldn't tell already. Despite in the Hyper Battle video, Vulcan or Fua using this within the attached shotgun, you can't do that at all. For some reason, like this one, they only did it because, you know, they needed him to do a finisher, so they added the attach function. But then because this one was the first one they released, I guess they didn't know they were going to do that. So again, just do this method.
Spider's ability.
So there, that's the only thing you can do with that. So excuse me as I have to pick up those Progrise keys. So overall, with this Progrise key, I do recommend it because, you know, just then you can have Kangaroo and Spider together. I don't know why those two are paired together, but they showed up in the same special. And essentially, like, you know, Fua uses this with the attached shotgun to shoot a web at Jin, and then both him and himself, they get trapped because it's called Trapping Spider. But like, really, the only downside with this is just that it doesn't have the attach weapon feature, so you can't use this for its main purpose, which is to use this with the attached shotgun, because this got put alongside, or this essentially got treated the same way how he used Gatling Hedgehog. So, like, personally, I think it's just because they didn't really think it through. Even though I think they did, because it was in the scans. So it's just like, it was just because, I think it's essentially just because with Zero-One, they wanted him to do a finisher, but then obviously because the way it was going to work, is that obviously when you push it in the Zero-One driver, it's not going to press the button again. So they're like, well, what's one way we can actually do the finishers? And they found a way, which is the attach weapons. You don't get the full finisher because you're not going to get the explosion, but you at least get the musical part. But then it's just like, I don't understand why they don't just put this in all of them. Because, like, gosh, I was going to say the Zero-One keys. The Progrise keys are clearly capable of holding this much sounds. They just don't do it. So, yeah. And also one thing I had to get through, which is why it took me so long to take a look at these two Progrise keys, is that Trapping Spider is incredibly hard to track down. I think even when it got released, because the magazine got released, then it just wiped itself. And then, like, the only way to get it is through the Progrise key. But the Progrise key was, like, selling for, like, $25. And then, like, you know, the price will eventually, like, drop and such. But it's still pretty hard to, like, find. Super television issues after Geo for some reason are really difficult because I think Saber's going through that same issue right now. But it's just like I don't I don't know. So basically, essentially, it took me a long time to actually get this because every time I'll actually find a listing, it was at a price I wasn't really wanting to get it for, or it was at a condition I didn't want it for. And then like I was kind of leaning some hope, like I hope I can get it with the magazine, but at this point it's just like I have to get it at this point without the magazine because it's just not possible. So I got it for like $12 at best on Mandarake when it was actually up. So just keep looking on there or look on Macari or whatever. No, Macari, it's expensive. So just look out for it. Cause it's not gonna be an easy one to get, sadly. So this is PowerRider, and I'll leave you people. Bye.